Well, hello again, and welcome to JP's Misadventures. I did a little dabbling in AI uh, character generation and voice generation a couple of days ago to come up with this Southern gentleman who will basically tell you these stories, so you don't have to look at my ugly butt. Anyway, uh, it was okay. I'm just not ready to force that upon y'all just yet. It's still a little crude. You know, AIs tend to lie a lot. Anyway, uh, today's story is from my senior year of high school. Now, my senior year of high school, I was in a very unique position in that I had six classes, and four of those classes I had with the same teacher, a wonderful woman who has unfortunately passed on now. Her name was Alita Mannels, and she was a very dedicated teacher, a very good teacher. She didn't teach just the subjects that she taught life, and she was very good at it. Anyway, uh, the reason I had her for four out of six classes my senior year is because, of course, I had her for homeroom English as first period, but after that, we had stagecraft, and she didn't actually teach the stagecraft class. I did. uh, I knew everything about that auditorium. I mean, I was a theater kid, and she was basically our front of the house person, our administrator, you might say. Uh, I mean, it's her name on it and everything. Of course, she issued the grades and everything. But I had that second period. Third period, I was her student monitor. Normally, I would be in a study hall, but I just ended up staying in the auditorium and finishing up things that we had already started in class and getting ready for the next performance or whatever. And to put that in perspective, my senior year, we did 236 different events out of that auditorium in the course of a year. Not a school year, a full year. Uh, Outside rentals, all kinds of things were done in that auditorium. We made good money. That's how we paid for our little program. Then, of course, I had lunch, and then I had my fourth period class, my fifth period class, and then I had her for creative writing at the end of the day. Now, she and I had actually become fast friends the year before when I was a junior, uh, when one of her best friends was my American Lit teacher, who I'm still good friends with to this day. Uh, anyway, that's how I kind of got introduced to her. And of course, now you have to understand, I've been a gay man my whole life, but I have been out and proud of it since the eighth grade. So, as a senior in 1988, I don't know how many Gen Xers remember, but the late 80s was full on punk. Kids wore some of the most outrageous things in the world. Guys walked around with heavy mascara and everything. Of course, that's where goth got its whole start and everything. Uh, it was real punk. Well, being a young gay male in high school, I was a little on the effeminate side, but I'm a big man. I'm not exactly a small man. I'm 6 foot, and I've always weighed more than 200 pounds and carried myself pretty well. I thank two older sisters for that. They taught me how to fight, and I'll never forget telling my one sister, my middle sister, I told her, that's not fair. She said, of course it's not fair. It's a fight. If it was fair, you'd be doing it in a ring somewhere and getting paid for it. And she was right. Anyway, the very first day of my senior year, and I had already been at the school for 3 hours before school even started, but I was walking out of my English class, and the star quarterback just happened to be walking by, and he looks at me and he points and he kind of runs backwards down the hallway and says, "Ooh, look at that faggot." Well, Miss Lita, now she was a little bitty woman, but she'd take no gruff off nobody, and she didn't appreciate it when they tried to put it on somebody else. She says, "You want me to handle this for you?" I said, "No, watch how I handle this." And I stepped out. I said, "Oh, I see you, sweetie." And I chased him down the hall trying to kiss him. Let me tell you, the football team would not let him live that down the rest of the year. But I tell you something else. I didn't have no more problems with people trying to bag bash me or bully me. They knew better because I wasn't going to be, the sensitive one and go off the corner and cry or scream to a teacher. Mm-mm, not me. I'm gonna be in your face about it and comedic about it. I'm not trying to start a fight, but I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows what you did and embarrass the shit out of you. It's not the first time I've done that, and it sure as hell won't be the last. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed today's little short story. I might actually make this one into my very first YouTube short, so keep your eyes peeled. Y'all have a good day.